Alright guys, and welcome back to the Saints View, the channel for something content for our match preview as Southampton return to Premier League action with a trip up to the runaway league leaders Liverpool at Anfield. Could be a very interesting afternoon. Two of the most informed sides in the Premier League at the moment. Yeah, I think this could be a pretty entertaining match. But before we get into it, do make sure you are subscribed if you haven't yet already with the notification bell turned on. Follow us on all of our socials, and I do apologise that this is being filmed on my phone. Unfortunately, again, I'm having camera difficulties, so please bear with. If you're new to the channel, this isn't what the usual setup's like. It does look a bit more professional. But yeah, we're just going to have a chat about Liverpool and the game at hand in this video. So let's get into it. As always, let's talk about the last game for Saints. That was in the FA Cup, a 1-1 draw at home to Spurs. Yeah, I was happy with that performance. I thought we could have done enough to win it. In the end, it was the fair result, I think. I'm still a little bit annoyed with Spurs' goal, how there wasn't a foul in the build-up. I'm not really too sure about that. But Buffal came on, levelled it, and go to Spurs. The sold out 5.7k away allocation. It's going to be a very good night on Wednesday for the replay, and maybe Saints can produce a little bit of FA Cup magic. Who knows, because we've got Norwich in the next round if we go through, and then that's a really good chance, in my opinion, no disrespect to Norwich, to get to the quarterfinals, and who knows from there. Of course, this isn't an FA Cup game. This is a Premier League game. Our last Premier League game was the away victory at Crystal Palace, which has put us very comfortably in 9th place in the league. We're only 9 points off that magic 40-point total. Could a win on Saturday's start, and maybe a win on Saturday could get us even closer to that. Let's not talk about that just yet. But like I said in the intro, we are one of the most informed sides in the league alongside Liverpool at the moment, based on the last, 10 sort of games about that. Picking up plenty of wins, not losing too many either. You know, we've picked up a lot of points in a short space of time, which has obviously propelled us up the league. And now we're in a position to sort of think about, you know, how far do we want to go this season? Now we're in a pretty comfortable position when it comes to relegation. You know, we're not going down now. You know, what do we want to do? We're close to the Europa League places. You know, do we start thinking about that? I think maybe we have to. You know, you've got to look up the table when you're in this sort of position, especially sort of 9th. But of course, the task at hand is quite difficult, to say the least. Liverpool have only dropped 2 points all season in the league, and I think they're defending something like a 40-game unbeaten run in the Premier League. Haven't lost at Anfield since, I think it was April 2017 in the league. I mean, stars are aligned in my eyes. I think we're going to win this. In all seriousness, though, I think we'll give them a good test. You know, we'll talk about Liverpool a little bit later. But we do have a new player, Kyle Walker-Peters. Will he be playing in this one? We'll have to see. It may come a little bit too soon, but I do worry about Kevin Danso playing right back against Mo Salah. And I am also filming this before Liverpool's game away at West Ham. They had to play in midweek after their Club World Cup win back in December. This was going to be their game when they played there. So this is the rearranged fixture. I do, though, expect Liverpool to win it and be on a 41-game unbeaten run. But if anyone's going to take points off of Liverpool at Anfield this season, you know, statistically it's going to be us. We've won our last 4 away games in the Premier League. You know, all season really we've been better away from home. I think we've scored in every single away game in all competitions so far this season, bar the first game of the season against Burnley. You know, we've been very good on the road, and I expect that to continue with in terms of the performance against Liverpool. I think we'll fight for it. Obviously, you know, we'll talk about my prediction later, but I don't think we're going to be winning it. It's shock. But it's definitely going to be a better trip to Anfield, in my opinion, than the last 2 3-0 defeats in both. Like I said, I think we'll play well in this one. We'll give them a good game. We shouldn't be scared, and I don't think we will. You know, we've gone to Chelsea and won. We've played against Spurs twice in a matter of a couple of weeks and gotten, well, if it was in the league, 4 points. Beat Leicester away from home as well. I really think we'll give them a good game. But let's talk about Liverpool, shall we? You know, there's all this bias as a Southampton fan, and you know, we've got our little hate towards Liverpool, but they've been absolutely outstanding. You know, credit where credit's due. 2 points all season in terms of what they've dropped. It's absolutely unbelievable. And, you know, they're runaway leaguers. I genuinely can see them finishing the season invincible, which is tough for me to say. You know, I don't like saying it, but it's gonna happen. Or I think it's very likely. You know, if they avoid a defeat on Saturday, which obviously is kind of likely, then maybe they will do it. But plenty of talent oozing in that squad. Van Dijk at the back, Alisson in goal. Mane has been having another great season. He will miss this one though with a small muscle tear. He doesn't really like playing against Southampton, does he? But then they've got Firmino, who's been outstanding. In my opinion, their best attacking player this season. Salah on the wing as well. Wijnaldum in the middle. Henderson's having another good season as well. It's a very, very good side and a confident one as well, which is going to be a struggle for us. But again, I think we're a confident side. And, with little Southampton, no one's going to give us a chance. But why shouldn't we be given a chance? Why should we go there with fear? Like I said, 4 away wins in a row in the Premier League. That's outstanding. I think that's a club record. We should go there with pride, with confidence in our own ability. And who knows, we may even sneak a result. But on to my prediction. Now, in the Premier League, we're in a comfortable position. But with this league table at the moment, it's all still so tight. One defeat and you can go down from 9th to about 13th, 14th with a defeat. And I think we'll play well, like I've said countless times in this preview. But I do think we'll lose it. Just about. I think it's going to be a 2-1 home win for Liverpool. I think this one, we have to sort of accept that. It's a little bit of a free hit. I don't really like using that term because, like I say, at the moment we're in great form. These are the games we should have been relishing, playing against the best teams in Europe and the best team in the league at the moment. So, give him a go. And we will give it a go. We know Ralph. It's his first trip to Anfield as Saints manager. I expect a decent enough performance. And even if it's a quiet one, it won't be the end of the world. These aren't the games that are going to define our season. But we gave them a really good test back in the beginning of the season. In our first home game of the season, why can't we do it away at their place when we've been better away all season? But remember to subscribe as well with your notification bell turned on. Let me know your thoughts and your score prediction ahead of the game in the comment section below. Follow us on all of our socials and we'll see you tomorrow for our predicted lineup. See you then, guys.